Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for March 11th. March 11th is the 70th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 71st in leap years, with 295 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is emotive. Emotive is an adjective that means of or relating to the emotions, or appealing to or expressing emotion. It can also mean causing strong emotions in support of or against something. Emotive evolves from the word emotion, whose ultimate origin is Latin. First known use of the word emotive is about 1830. Emotive. And with that, a constitution for the Confederate States was adopted on March 11, 1861. This was to be the supreme law of the Confederate States of America and was in effect from its adoption until the conclusion of the war between the states, more commonly called the American Civil War. Interestingly, most of its provisions were word-for-word duplicates from the United States Constitution, with some differences in tone and legal content, chiefly in regards to slavery. On March 11, 1888, there began a blizzard that came to be known as the Great Blizzard of 1888, one of the most severe recorded blizzards in American history. Snowfall from 10 to 58 inches fell in New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, and paralyzed the East Coast from the Chesapeake Bay all the way up to Maine and into Canada. Winds in excess of 45 miles an hour blew up snowdrifts over 50 feet deep in places. Yikes, that would certainly bury any house I've ever lived in. We're talking about probably 4 to 5 stories tall snowdrifts. 50 feet. Hundreds of people perished in this blizzard. Well, railway and telegraph lines were disabled, which inspired planning for the subway systems. This is the birthday of Australian-American businessman and media mogul Rupert Murdoch, born March 11, 1931. He started out with a little newspaper in Adelaide, Australia called The News. Over the years, he acquired other newspapers, first in Australia, then New Zealand and the United Kingdom, and he moved to the United States in 1974. Continued acquiring newspapers and other media enterprises, became a naturalized U.S. citizen in 1985. Still alive, he turns 93 in 2024. C.O.P.S, a documentary-style show that follows police officers and sheriff's deputies as they go about their jobs, premiered on Fox Network March 11, 1989. C.O.P.S kind of got their foot in the door because it was unscripted when Hollywood found itself in the middle of a writer's strike. No writers, no new shows, except for C.O.P.S. It did go off the air in the United States for a while in 2020, but remained in production and can now be found on Fox Nation and on YouTube. C.O.P.S. Today's song is Love Is Here and Now You're Gone by the Supremes. This is another great song written by the Holland Dozier Holland songwriting team at Motown. Released in January of 1967, the song features Diana Ross's delivery of portions of the lyrics spoken in a dramatic and emotive way. Love Is Here and Now You're Gone by the Supremes, number 1, March 11th, 1967. Link in the description. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. This is the birthday.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you. Me and my mouth. John, are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. We got to make that be quiet. You got to read the black part. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for. Oh, where's your microphone? Okay, we don't want to say the same thing twice. Oh, get your microphone. What is it with you and this microphone? Okay, here we go. Okay, we are still recording. That's great. Okay. How about that? We'll have a lot to edit today. Cacophony is a sound. Oh, cacophony is a noun that you got to read it the right way. Let's start over. It's 8 o'clock, so all of the reminders are going to be dinging. I forgot to turn those off. Okay, stop it. It's 8 o'clock. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.